Right, I'm making this video because I am pissed off at people who say immigrants are stealing their jobs, and I'll try and explain why I think they are wrong. Basically, there are not a set amount of jobs in an economy, right? If everybody left Britain, if every single person left Britain, do you still think there'd be the same amount of jobs in Britain that there are now? Of course not. There would be zero jobs because nobody would be working. By the same logic, if more and more people come into a country, that means there are more jobs available, the economy grows bigger and stronger. Let me explain why. Imagine you're an immigrant who comes into the country, right? You get yourself a job, right? You're not just taking the money from that job and sending it to fucking ISIS or Bongoland or wherever the fuck you think these people are coming from. You're spending it in Britain. You're buying clothes, you're buying food, you're buying other products. That means there's now a larger demand within our economy for these products. So those businesses that are selling the clothes, selling the food, etc., they now have a larger consumer base to sell products to. Therefore, they start receiving a larger income. That means those businesses are growing and the economy overall is growing. That means they now have more money to spend on wages so they can hire new workers. If more people come into a country, businesses do better because there's more customers for those businesses, not less. It doesn't mean there's less money and less jobs, okay? Basic. Other thing, by the way, immigrants are 43% less likely to claim benefits than British natives. So all of this shit that you're saying about how they're stealing your jobs, they're stealing your public services, that's another thing. If an immigrant comes into your country and gets a job, he's paying taxes. That means that he's contributing money to the government to spend on welfare, to spend on education, and to spend on the health service. So if you're there thinking, wait, shit, our country's in a mess, we've got no money for education, NHS, whatever, it's not because of sneaky immigrants taking your money, it's because of your government which won't spend enough on it. Try asking them about the 120 billion in tax avoidance that they're not taking from rich bankers who are their friends. That is the problem, not immigrants, not the disabled people, and not the little people you see on fucking Jeremy Kyle show, benefit scrounger wankers, whatever. Yeah, stop being dickheads, because at the same time as you think that even these arguments don't affect you or don't affect anything, actually they affect people who are immigrants, people who are Muslims, for example. Muslim hate crime has risen by over 200% in the last year. So yeah, it does affect people. It affects people who you might not realise it does. Anyway, yeah, dickheads, safe.